Hi, my name is Kathleen Jarvis. Welcome to Collaborative Learning Pedagogies. I have a really great structure that I'd like to share with you. It's called 3-Step Interview. Come check it out. Partner A is going to ask questions for 1 minute and you need to listen to those answers. Partner B will then have 1 full minute to ask questions and they will listen to what Partner A says. And then we will come together within our teams and we will report what your partner said to you. So I've given an example. Andreas thought the headline was the most important feature of an ad because, and then I would give Andreas's answer. Okay, so I'm going to report that back. You could choose to ask any of these: pathos, logos, or ethos, and why. Can you recall a memorable advertisement from this week using one of these techniques? Which ad? Why was it memorable for you? Why today on Friday? Do you remember it still from Monday or Tuesday? And which feature of an advertisement is the least important? Which one of those would you say is the least? And then any other questions that you could think of are fine as long as it is on this topic. All the partner A's will be asking these questions first. And I'm going to use my phone as a timer so that we can leave this up, okay? So I've set it for 1 minute, so partner A's, start asking your questions now. Okay.
Most of the time when I'm driving in the car and I see billboards around, sometimes on medias like Facebook and like Instagram.
Very nice. Which feature of advertisement is the least important and why?
I guess you could say headline because most of the time people will look at.
Okay, so now it's been 1 minute. So partner B's, you will now be asking the questions and listening to your partner's answer. Number 2, start. You will have 30 seconds to report what your partner said. And go to the advertising. Person number 3, you will now report for your team, for your partner. Go ahead. Okay. The SPICE components for the 3-step interview are for simultaneous interaction. All students are engaged because they're either asking questions or listening to their partner's answer because they will be required to report on their partner's answers. For the positive interdependence, they are all reliant on each other to share their knowledge, so they're constantly reviewing the content or listening to their partner and interacting with their partner. And so it's a win-win for both of them because they get to share what they know with each other and then in turn with their group. For individual accountability, the partner has to have some prior knowledge or be able to answer the question that was asked of them. And so they have to be able to also listen to what their group members are saying so that they can report back on it to their team. And in addition, as the teacher, if I want to check on the progress of my students, I can randomly call on certain groups to share with the class what they've learned, and that also holds the students accountable to the class, not just to their team. For the C in SPICE, for the caring community, the students will be learning or developing their social skills through this because they're constantly interacting. So they're strengthening their ability to listen to each other attentively, to understand, maybe to paraphrase, and to work on communication skills that they may not have previously spent a lot of time developing. The equity piece, each student has an equal amount of time to ask questions and to listen before it switches. And they also have equal amount of responsibility within their group to report what their team member said. I've used this structure successfully in many different subject areas. If you would like to connect with me and my colleagues who use collaborative structures within their classroom and you're within our school board, please head to the Collaborative Learning Forum, and otherwise here's my email.